The year 2026 was going to be the year that STARBALL was finally going to launch. And while that I have had a few setbacks over the last couple of years or so, one of them being financial and two with a lot of other things going on, me completing school, I've moved at least once, STARBALL Sports and Entertainment is finally ready to launch in 2026. We will begin with letting you know what leagues and sports we plan to cover for the year 2026 and beyond. Let us not dilly-dally any longer, and let's get right to business. Starting off in 2026, we will be doing arena and indoor football for STARBALL's coverage. The 4 leagues we plan on covering are thus follows: Arena Football 1, the Indoor Football League, the National Arena League, and finally the 7-on-7 TAL, otherwise known as the Arena League. Please look forward in 2026 and beyond for off-the-wall, high-flying action inside the arena with STARBALL's coverage of arena and indoor football. For our next sport, we stay inside the arena as we bring you arena and indoor soccer. Both names are somewhat interchangeable, so either or, take your pick. The leagues that we plan on covering for arena soccer are as follows: the MASL chain of leagues, including the MASL, M2, M3, and the MASLW League. We also plan on covering the MLIS chain of leagues, which include the MLIS, the WMLIS, and the brand new amateur MLIS X, or known as Extended. And last but certainly not least, we plan on covering the Washington State-based Western Indoor Soccer League, and we plan on covering the Women's League as well. Even if we are unable to cover games as of now for this year, we plan on covering it in 27 and beyond. We'll be staying inside the arena with this announcement as well as we bring to you box lacrosse. Now, we already announced on our website, STARBALLSportsandEntertainment.com, that we would be covering the National Lacrosse League, but there are 2 more amateur leagues that have caught my interest in the past few years. The first of which is a national-based league known as the North American Box Lacrosse League. There is a coins flip chance that we will be covering that in 26, barring any further announcement. The next one is a league that has been growing steadily from its Midwestern roots, known as the Box Lacrosse League. It is mostly covered in the Midwest, but it has extended to the Rocky Mountain areas with teams like the Salt Lake Storm. I myself am a Milwaukee Muskies fan and cannot wait to possibly cover the Muskies in the near future. What an appropriate time for our next announcement, fresh off the United States' first gold medal in 46 years. Sorry to all my friends up north, but in the last 3 games, you guys did beat us by a goal 2 times in overtime, so it was about time for the luck to break our way. That being said, let us bring you our next announcement for the hockey leagues we will be covering in the near future. We, for a fact, will be covering the PWHL in the future. I myself am looking forward to going to a Seattle Torrent game. Not only that, but we will be covering the following men's leagues: the American Hockey League, the ECHL, formerly known as the East Coast Hockey League, and the Southern Professional Hockey League. We will, however, not be covering the Federal Prospects Hockey League, though there was a bit of a deliberation as to whether I wanted to cover that or not. It is simply too unstable. As we announced on our website a few months ago, the following junior hockey leagues will be covered in the near future: the CHL umbrella of leagues including the Western Hockey League, Ontario Hockey League, and the Quebec Maritimes Junior Hockey League. We will also be covering USA Hockey's top 2 leagues in the United States Hockey League and the North American Hockey League to go along with it. We will also be covering a couple of leagues based in the Pacific region of Canada, the Pacific Junior Hockey League and the Vancouver Island Junior Hockey League. Please look forward in the future, even if it may be in 26-27, for exciting coverage when it comes to one of the greatest sports on earth, ice hockey. We hope that your coverage is as satisfying as those that you can find anywhere else. You won't find a wide variety of coverage like what we can offer. From the ice to the hardwood, these are the 4 basketball leagues that we will be covering in 2026 and beyond. The WNBA, the NBA G League, the USBL, otherwise known as the United States Basketball League, and TBL, affectionately known as the Basketball League. We are ready to give you a boom shakalaka time as we cover the new world's game of basketball beginning in 26 here at STARBALL Sports and Entertainment. Yes, with baseball season on the way, America's pastime will also be covered by STARBALL. We plan on covering the following leagues: AAA, AA, High A, and Low A. For independent leagues, we will be covering the American Association, the Atlantic League, the Pecos League, and last but not least, the Pioneer League. Look out for coverage for the Northwoods Baseball and Softball Leagues, and the West Coast League in the near future as well. Last but not least, the very niche Mavericks Independent Baseball League and Wild Wild West League based out of Oregon. It's an exciting time to be a women's sports fan, as we are also going to be covering the Athletes Unlimited Softball League beginning for their 2026 season. Just like with the PWHL and the WNBA, we also believe in covering women's sports to go along with it. Please look for AUSL coverage beginning for the year 2026. Speaking of women's sports, we are going to be covering the NWSL in the near future as well. Please look for the nearest announcement of NWSL coverage and our takes of who we think is going to win the crown this upcoming season. We'll be sticking to the soccer pitch for this next announcement, as we will be covering the entirety of the USL chain of leagues, both men and women's. That means Championship, League One, League Two, and the W League, along with USL Super. We are also planning on covering the USL Premier whenever that does launch, if it does, supposedly in 2028. But other than that, we are very happy to be giving you USL coverage wall to wall. Please look for USL coverage on STARBALL in the near future. And finally, we will be covering the National Premier Soccer League and the United Premier Soccer League. Look for both UPSL and NPSL coverage from STARBALL in the future come 2026. We hope you are excited as we are. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll finish our league coverage and our schedule for when you can expect what days and what sports to drop. This message coming up is brought to you by the University of Oregon.
You know the cool thing about having an O for a symbol? You learn to see endless potential everywhere you go. The University of Oregon.
And welcome back. STARBALL Sports and Entertainment's wall-to-wall coverage with a wide variety of sports will have a day of each week specified for a specific sport and the leagues that that sport encompasses. Take a listen at what we plan on doing for each day of the week and their respective sport. Monday night is hockey night at STARBALL. Check out all the latest coverage when it comes to the AHL, the ECHL, and the Southern Professional Hockey League in the first half of our coverage. For the second half of our coverage, look for all the junior hockey action leading up to all cup coverage going forward. Monday night is hockey night at STARBALL. Join us on Tuesday night for STARBALL Tonight. Baseball and softball coverage will rule Tuesday nights here on STARBALL. Our first segment will feature AAA, AA, High A, and Low A baseball. Our second segment will cover the AUSL softball with all the week's league coverage in action. And finally, for our third and final segment, we break it down for independent baseball and summer collegiate wood bat leagues. Join us on Tuesday nights for Starball Tonight. Join us on Wednesdays for Midweek Jam for all the latest basketball coverage for the leagues that we just mentioned: the WNBA, the NBA G League, the United States Basketball League, and the Basketball League. Wednesday nights are Midweek Jam on Starball. Now Thursday will be an interesting take that we have here at Starball. We will start Thursdays with Thursday Night Throw, which will cover lacrosse from PLL, WLL, and of course, your box lacrosse action. There will also be moments where we will have a Throwback Thursday segment. Look more for that in the near future. Friday night is Friday Night Lights at Starball. While we will be doing mostly NCAA coverage when it comes to sports, whether it be college football, basketball, baseball, or any other sport in general, Friday nights are for schools, and Friday night is Friday Night Lights here at Starball. High schools will also occasionally be covered as we see fit. Look for Friday Night Lights at Starball. Join us on Saturday nights for Soccer Saturday at Starball, as we cover the World's Game both indoor and outdoor. That means arena and indoor soccer action will be covered, along with coverage of the USL and the NWSL as well. Look for Soccer Saturdays on Starball. Finally, last but not least, Sunday night is Prime Time. Just like what you see on ESPN, Prime Time is going to be dedicated for Sunday night coverage of arena and indoor football. Look for all the arena indoor football actions, news, and highlights on Sunday nights as Arena Football Prime Time hits Starball. Well, there you have it. Those are the leagues that we're covering, the sports we're covering, and on the days in which you can expect coverage on a weekly basis. This is just a small list of what we are doing for now. However, look for potential updates in the near future, as our league and sports coverage can always change. Wherever you may be, my name is Delorean Fleetwood. Check out StarballSportsAndEntertainment.com and follow us on social media for all updates in the near future.